Christina Delagarza here with Inside Pool Extreme News. We're at the Horseshoe Casino in Elizabeth, Indiana, the new site of the Derby City Classic. Joining me is the 2007 Derby City 10-ball champion, Ralf Souquet. Thanks for joining us.
Hello, thanks.
How do you feel about this year and your chances in the 10-ball again, and actually in the banks? You've just came off your first loss here, right, in the bank competition, and it was a real tough, close match with Ike
Reynolds.
Reynolds, and so are you planning on buying back, and how do you feel for the rest of the tournament here?
Well, bank pool is not my favorite or my specialty to start with, but of course I bought back because I want to have a chance for the all-around. So I'm going to be back in round 3 for the banks. I come here as the defending champion in 9-ball, which I won the event three out of, I don't know, 6-7 times that I played. So my specialty is going to come in a few days. But yeah, obviously, when you want to have a chance in the all-around, you need to finish and play in all the 3 disciplines quite well. And yeah, most likely you have to win one of them. Otherwise, you probably have no chance to finish in the top 3.
Right. Now, you had a really strong year this year too, and you were named Player of the Year. How many times have you won that before? You've been named Player of the Year before, right?
Yeah, I was Player of the Year in 2002, in 2006, and now with AZ Billiards in 2008.
Great. And you guys also had a really strong showing here at the Mosconi Cup this year, and so the second year in a row you won. And so what does it mean to you guys now that you're, do you think you're starting kind of a, I don't know if dynasty is the right word, but for a long time the U.S. had dominated, and now it seems that the tables have turned and you guys are starting to dominate that more. What do you attribute that to?
Well, I think the standard of pool in Europe has just gone up quite a step in the last 2-3 years, and we finally, when we come to the Mosconi Cup, we play and we act like a team, which wasn't always the case in previous years. And well, I guess just the players that play in the Mosconi Cup, they really, dig deep. They do everything what is important to do to be able to play well, and we just go in there and try to win no matter what, and we try to act as a team, and that's the main thing. And with the new coach Alex Lely now, he did a tremendous job, just getting us well prepared for the event, and that was definitely a big point for us, and yeah, hopefully we can keep that winning streak. And we didn't lose in the last 3 years, even though 3 years ago or 2 years ago we drew, but America retained the cup by doing that. And but still, we haven't lost 3 in a row, so hopefully we can keep it up, and I'm looking forward to the next one in Vegas.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned that the competition in Europe has kind of stepped up, and you guys are taking it a lot. Well, not that you didn't take it seriously, but that the players that went to the Mosconi Cup are really dedicated players, and I know that the Euro Tour has kind of stepped up in the competition lately, and you became the first player to win back-to-back ones. Is that correct?
Well, I wasn't the first one, to be honest. Oliver Ortmann, he won 4 events back-to-back, but that's, I don't know, 10, 12 years ago, where the tour wasn't as tough as it is nowadays. But still, he won 4 in a row, which is a big thing. Johnny Archer came over twice to Europe, and he won back-to-back titles.
Oh,
and I did it before, about 6-7 years ago, but the last 5 years I had a dry road, so to speak, on the European tour, and finally I broke it, and I was able to win 2 in a row. So yeah, that made me #1 for the year 2008, which is very good, and I'm very proud of that, because after a 5-year dry road on the Euro Tour, that was something that I was really looking forward to. And yeah, the Euro Tour is one of the strongest tours in the world, if not the strongest. We have a tough field. Every single tournament we have 256 players. We play races to 9, double elimination until the last 32, and then the knockout stages start. And every single event we have at least 40 players that can actually win the event. So it's really, really tough. And with tapping the balls and different break rules like in the Mosconi Cup, it makes it not. You don't have any favorites that have to win every single event. You see players being in the top 4 in 2 events, and then the next 3 events you don't see them in the top 32. And that's how strong the European Tour has become.
Great. You and Niels played almost flawless at the Mosconi Cup as a team. Is there any chance we'll see a rematch of you and him versus Shane or any of the guys here in any of the action rooms?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm not a gambler, to be honest, so I've probably gambled 2 or 3 times in my whole life, and but who knows? I mean, maybe, you know, if somebody sets something up in the action room, why not? I mean, I'm not denying it completely, but normally I don't gamble, so that's I don't know. Let's see what happens.
Okay, great. What's up next for you after the Derby City?
I'm actually heading back to Europe, and the next European stop is on in Paris. So after this, I'm going to be home for like 5 days before I'm heading for the next Euro Tour stop.
Good luck with that, and good luck in the rest of the tournament. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks a lot.
Christina De La Garza here with Inside Pool Extreme News. Be sure to check out InsidePoolMag.com for more news and videos. Thanks.